Hi everybody, it's Lesley Fightmaster, and today's class is an interval training class focusing on strengthening the core muscles. So we're going to start lying down on your back, and I want to thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful comments and pushing the like button. All those things are so helpful. If you are interested in becoming a yoga teacher, you want to do what you love, leave me a comment below. And if there's a class that you'd like to see, please leave that in the comments as well. So as we start lying on our backs, begin to deepen your breath. So in and out through your nose. So when we focus on the core strength, we connect with our solar plexus, our third chakra, which is the chakra that governs our personal power. So as we strengthen our center, it's the center that brings us this personal power. So these are things that help to build self-esteem, help build, of course, strength throughout the whole body. So on your next inhale, you're going to lift your head and shoulders and pull your belly in, and then exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, chin to chest. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale to lift up, bring your chin into your chest. You can hold your head with your hands if your neck hurts. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And inhale to lift up, head and shoulders up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Now extend the legs up. Exhale the feet to the floor, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Lift the legs. Exhale the feet down and lower. A few more. Inhale, lift up. Extend the legs. And exhale, feet down and roll down. Inhale, lift. Extend your legs. Keep your belly lifted. Exhale, release and lower. Lift up. Extend the legs, exhale feet to floor, and lower back down. Inhale up, lift your legs, extend, bend the knees, feet to floor, and roll yourself down. And again, lift up, inhale, lift the legs, take the feet down, and lower. And then we'll take both legs up. If you have any back issues, I want you to put your hands under your hips. Otherwise, you can bring your arms by your sides. And as you exhale, take your legs, about halfway down, maybe a quarter way. If you want a little more challenge, reach your arms up and over. So exhale again, legs about halfway. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, keep the belly lifted as you lower about halfway. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower about halfway. I press my lower back lightly into the floor. Inhale, lift up. This helps to keep my back safe. Exhale and lower. Inhale the legs up. And exhale, we're going to take them over to the left side and turn, look over the right shoulder. Inhale the legs to center. Now exhale over to the right side. Take them toward the back wall, toward your armpit. Inhale back to center. Exhale once more to the left, looking right. Take them on an angle toward your armpit. Inhale through center. And one more time, exhale to the right as you look left. Inhale, take your legs back to center. Exhale, draw your knees into your chest. So with these interval training, this was just we're doing a little warm up here, and then we'll have some segments that are a little more difficult and some that are a little bit gentler. So inhale, heart forward, lift your chin and tailbone up. Exhale, tuck and round on the hands and knees. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Make sure your wrists are under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Exhale, round your back, draw your belly in and up. Inhale, heart forward, lift the chin and tailbone, and exhale, draw your chin in. Inhale, and now come to neutral, extending your right leg back and extend your left arm forward. Keep a nice steady gazing point. Drop your outer right hip down as you squeeze your left hip into center and keep all those belly muscles engaged so we don't overarch the low back. Releasing that second side, left leg back, point the toes to the floor. Reach your right arm forward. It helps with balance if you keep a nice steady gaze. Draw your front ribs in and your belly in. This is still using core work here as well. Steady breath and we'll release it. And now walk your hands forward about a handprint. Tuck the toes under and stretch back into downward facing dog with your arms shoulder distance apart and your feet hips width. Bicycle your legs, bending one knee and the other to stretch out your hamstrings if you wish. Or if there's some other movements you like to take as you warm up here, that's fine too. Next, inhale to plank, top of a push-up. bring the heart forward, reach through the heels. We're going to hold this one for a few breaths. So lift the backs of the knees up toward the ceiling. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward. Don't let your head drop down. And continue your steady breath. Squeezing the legs here is also nice, but really use the core muscles to hold you up as much as you can. Now, where your right hand was, put your right elbow. Left hand was, put the left elbow for Dolphin Plank. Keep the heart forward. Keep reaching through the heels, lifting the backs of the knees up. Draw your belly in and up strongly. You should start to feel that heat generate in your core muscles, so in your personal power center. From here, back to plank pose, and then into down dog. Lift your right leg back and up, inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. We're going to hold here for a moment, so draw it in as deeply as you can. Exhale, take it to the outside of your right tricep, so as high up as you can. And now over to the left tricep. Take the knee as high as you can. Try to make yourself into a little ball. And then step it all the way forward by the right hand. Inhale for a low lunge. Exhale, bring the hands back and lower through Chaturanga to the floor. Inhale for a little cobra, low or high. So there's a low one or a high one. Keep your belly lifted to protect your back. Come all the way down, press up to plank, and then lift the hips to down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, pull the belly in strongly. Inhaling here. As you exhale, take it over to the left tricep, nice and high. Take a breath in. And exhale, we'll swivel the knee over to the right tricep. Again, hug it in as best you can. Draw the knee up high. Keep the belly lifted. And then we'll step it all the way through next to the left hand. Inhale to come up, sink your hips. Pull your left hip back and exhale back to plank. Move through Chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog or cobra, always your choice. Exhale, plank. Press Chaturanga halfway down, lift up to plank, and then down dog. That's optional. You can always hold plank pose instead. So the first time you move through this, some of these are fast. Some of these sequences, you might just watch a little bit. Look forward, step or hop the feet forward on the inhale. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, root through the feet, rise all the way up and look up. Exhale, hands to heart, samastitihi. So to the front of your mat, you should be nice and warm by now. Take a couple breaths, lift the chest, pull your belly in even here as you reach your tailbone down. Inhale, stretch your arms out, around and up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come forward with a flat back. Inhale, flat back again, look up. Exhale, either step back to plank or jump to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, your choice, and exhale into down dog. So we'll slow it down a little so you can catch your breath. So even out your inhales and your exhales. Press your chest back towards your thighs in your down dog. Cascade your heels toward the floor. Lift your belly. Look to the hands. Step or hop your feet. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, root down to rise all the way up and look up. Exhale, samastitihi. Again, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the belly lifted here. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhale, back Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Anytime you want to rest, take your knees down, take a break, push the pause button, listen to your body, take care of yourself. That's part of our personal power as well. Always making sure you honor yourself. Look up, step or hop your feet. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Look up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, step or float into Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, roll the shoulder heads back. Exhale into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, press into the base of the fingers, lift up through the forearms. Spin your triceps back toward the wall that's behind you and your biceps toward the front of your mat. Keep a nice steady breath, and on your next inhale, come into plank. I'm going to come back to the forearms here in your forearm plank, and then roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot. Lift the left arm up. If you're wobbly, put your top foot in front of the other foot. Also, you can take your right forearm, make it parallel with the front of the mat instead of parallel with the side. Try to stack up the hips. Back to Dolphin Plank and right to the other side. Stack your hips on top of each other. You can put that top leg in front. Keep the forearm parallel with the side, or parallel with the front, a little easier. Draw the shoulder blades toward the waist and use your belly muscles to help keep you supported. Back into Dolphin Plank, and we go again to the right. So lifting up on the pinky toe side of the right foot, stack up your hips. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward. Firm the belly muscles strongly. Firm the leg muscles. Come back to center and to the left. Reach up through the right arm. Draw the shoulder blades down. And lift your low belly. Really keep it lifted to help stabilize your core. Your whole body is stabilized by the core muscles. Come back to Dolphin Plank. Press up to plank. Holding. Reach the crown of the head, right leg up just a little bit, lower halfway down, press back up. Left leg up a little, lower halfway, shoulders no lower than elbows, press up to plank, and then lift back to down dog. So that was a little more intense. Look forward, look up and lengthen on your inhale. Exhale to fold, keeping the intensity up just a little longer in Utkatasana. Try to get your belly right on your thighs. Drop your hips down and try and get your shoulders almost as low as the hips. Reach your arms forward. And then peel the chest up a little, but keep your tailbone lengthening. Keep your hips low. Get the weight into the heels. And inhale, come up to stand, and exhale the hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to fold over the legs, hips over heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float into Chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet. Exhale, plank pose, lower halfway Chaturanga, and then lift up and back to down dog. Right leg up on your inhale. Exhale, step it through, back foot flat, and come into Warrior Two. So check out your feet. Make sure you're lined up front heel with back arch, and also be sure your right knee is over the ankle. So we're going to hold this one for a little bit, do a little sequence here to slow down the breath again. So come back to nice, steady, even breath. Let's drop the left arm in reverse. Exhale, bend into the right knee a little bit deeper. Inhale to straighten your right leg. Reverse triangle, nice side stretch. Come all the way up, arms to a T. Shift your hips back, lean forward for triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can take your hand to the floor, shin or foot, or if you have a block, you can put it there. Reach up through the top arm. As you exhale, reach your both arms in line with the ears. So pull your belly and try to open your chest toward the ceiling. Don't lock out your front knee. Inhale to come up. Exhale back to Warrior Two. Windmill your arms down and take a Vinyasa. If you'd like to skip it, go right into down dog. On the inhale, float your left leg back and up. Exhale and step it through. Back foot is flat. Come into Warrior Two with your knee over your ankle. Incidentally, I have some blocks next to me, and I'm going to be using blocks in a little bit. So if you have blocks, push the pause button and grab them. If not, we'll figure out something else you could use. Reach out through the arms, lift the chest, drop the shoulder blades down as you breathe here. Drop your right arm, reverse your warrior. Exhale. And then now straighten your left leg, nice side stretch, side triangle pose, reverse triangle. Come all the way up, arms to a T. Shift your hips back, lean to the front. Left hand down, right arm up, shoulders are in line with each other. Draw the shoulder blades down toward the waist and lengthen the crown of the head forward and stretch out your spine. Reach the right arm to the front, reach the left arm to the front like you're holding a ball between the hands, reaching forward, open the chest toward the ceiling, but keep a little bit of softness in your front knee. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale to Warrior Two, and then windmill the arms down. Move through your Vinyasa. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Feel free to skip that one if you like. Stretching back, look up, step or hop through, and sit down. With a nice long spine, we're going to take Navasana. So my knees are bent. You can keep your knees bent, or you can straighten the legs. But lift the chest. Make sure your back is not rounded. Lift your belly. Lift up through the pelvic floor. Now, cross your ankles. Press up any amount. So this is where the blocks can come in handy. Put them next to your hips. You can lift up and lift a little bit higher. And again, Navasana. This time my legs are straight, but still you have to keep the spine long, lift the chest if you're going to straighten the legs. Don't round your back. Pull your belly in and up and cross your ankles, press up as any amount, and then set back down for another one. Navasana. And then either stay up or lower halfway. Inhale up. So if you have back issues, don't lean back. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. With back issues, you're going to stay up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, almost lying down, not quite. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale back up. Cross your ankles, press down, pick up, and set yourself back down. And then we're going to take one of those blocks. You can use a ball or anything you have, maybe a towel. Take it between the feet, extend everything out. Grab the block in the hands, reach the arms overhead, legs out, and switch the block. So keep your belly lifted during this. If you don't have a block or anything, just do the arms and legs. So you can lift the arms up like you're going to touch the toes, and then extend the body out. So reaching up and over, switch the block, or no block works. So if you're not using a block, pretend like you are squeezing a block between your ankles and feet. And reach the arms up, stretch the legs out. Keep a little bit of pressure in your low back to make sure the back doesn't hurt here. And we'll come all the way up, put the block over. And I've got my blocks, so I'm going to pick up, lean forward, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. It's a nice big opening on the blocks. Exhale, down dog, and then I'll move the blocks out of the way. And here, come right onto the hands and knees again. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale to extend your right leg back. And left arm forward. As you exhale, we're going to bring the elbow and knee right down the center line, round the back. This is great core work as well. Inhale to extend, drop the outer right hip. Exhale, draw it all into center. Inhale, reaching through. Exhale, draw it all in. Pull the belly in, pull the ribs in. Inhale to extend. And exhale, bring everything through center. Pull the belly in strongly. Inhale, reach. Take your left hand down, take your right knee down. We'll do the other side. Left leg back, right arm stretches forward on the inhale. Exhale, knee in, elbow in. Inhale, reach. Try to make your own resistance here. Exhale, draw everything into center. Inhale to extend. Exhale, draw it all in. Inhale and reach. Exhale, elbow and knee to center. Inhale, extend out. And back to table. With your right knee, we're going to take it right into your forehead. See if you can touch your right knee to your forehead. Pull your belly in. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. See if you can touch the tricep or the armpit or the shoulder. Left leg. Exhale, knee to forehead. See if you can make connection or come as close as you can. Exhale and over to the left tricep. See if you can touch it. Maybe move it up toward the shoulder. Then back into down dog, stretching out. Inhale to plank, lower through Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, belly still lifted. Downward facing dog, stretch all the way back. Look up, step or hop, and come to standing. Exhale to fold. Inhaling. And we're going to practice Bakasana. So just like we did on our hands and knees, we're going to take the knees to the outsides of the arms. If you're newer to this, take your knees lower, like around where your elbow is, a little higher than the elbow, and squeeze like crazy around the upper back, just like we did on our hands and knees. If you've been doing it a little longer, take your knees up a little higher toward the armpits, but still squeeze the legs toward each other and round through the upper back as you press away from the floor and lift your belly. Steady breath, keep the gaze slightly forward. A nice pressing away and lifting through the core muscles, and you can step back from here or hop, Chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. So that was another one that was a little more intense. Looking forward, step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, Utkatasana, and reaching up. Draw the shoulder blades down. As you exhale, we're going to come into Bakasana again. So if you're just practicing this one, it's hard for you, as it was hard for me for a very long time, maybe just take a little weight into the hands, lift one foot up at a time. If you're balancing, press away from the floor. Take the feet back down, bend the knees, chair pose, reach up, lift the belly, drop the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, we're going to do it again. Knees toward the armpits or down around closer to the elbows. Squeeze the legs toward each other. Leaning forward, pick it up. Lifting the belly. Keep your gaze forward. Don't look down or else you'll probably fall right on your nose, and that never feels good. Releasing down. I've done it a lot of times to know. Bend the knees back to chair pose. Keep the hips nice and low. Arms by the ears. It's a nice low Utkatasana. One more time. Back to Bakasana crow. Lean forward. Pick it up. Lift the belly. Bring your heels together. Maybe up toward your buns. And step or float back through Chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhale down. Right leg up, inhale, step it through. Keep your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm up, and move through Vinyasa. Just a real quick twist. Extra Chaturangas if you like, and downward facing dog, left leg up, inhale, step it through. Keep your right hand down, sweep your left arm up, bring it back down, Chaturanga. Inhaling up, dog or cobra. Exhale, Chaturanga once, Chaturanga twice. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Feel free to skip those if you like. And some of these I said are fast, so you might need to watch a little bit. Push pause, no worries. If you do it more than once, you'll definitely have it the next time too. Back to steady breath. We'll slow it down a little. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stay on the ball of the back foot into Crescent. So we're going to pull the right hip back, lift your hip bones up towards your low ribs. Yeah, so you bend the back knee, tap it down. Exhale, little bend, tap down the knee. One more time, tap down. Keep your hips low to straighten the leg. Last one, tap it down and straighten the leg, hips low. Oh no, the last one. I did more than I thought, 5 of those. Bring hands to heart, lean forward over your right thigh. So if you'd like, you can have a block here that you rest your hands on, or you can keep your hands at your heart, or you can reach the arms in line with the ears for warrior 3. Lift up from the inner back thigh. Slowly step it back into Crescent. Tap the knee once, tap the knee twice, 3 times, 4, and then add a twist. Left elbow across, twisting. So you can keep your palms pressing or take your left hand to the floor, reach through the right arm. And then we'll release it and move through Vinyasa, lower Chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhale back. And left leg, step it through, stay on the ball of the back foot and rise up. And we'll tap the knee, drop the tailbone. Good. Pull the left hip back, keep the belly lifted, and tap down. So you can bend the knee a little or tap it all the way down. Tap, keep the hips low, tap it down, 3, tap it down again, 4, and coming forward and lift the back leg, lift it from the inner thigh, point the toes to the floor. You can take your hands to the block or hands to heart center, or whoopsie, lost that one a little, or you can extend the arms in line with the ears. Drop the outer right hip down, keep the belly lifted, so we're using core muscles to stabilize all the time. Slowly make your way back to Crescent. Reach up through the arms, tap the knee once, belly lifted, tap twice, and tap it again. Keep your hips low. One more, and then the twist, right elbow across, palms touch, open the chest. You can also take your right hand to the floor, reaching the left arm up. And just release here, Chaturanga. Inhaling into up dog or cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Stretch all the way back. All right, that was a little more intense than I thought it was going to be. So now we're going to slow it down. So come onto your belly, clasp your hands, and we'll lift into Shavasana. So lift the shoulder heads. Keep the back of the neck long. Instead of lifting the head up, reach the crown of the head forward. Lift the inner thighs up toward the ceiling. Keep your belly lifted. Hands by the rib cage. Inhale to up dog. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Keep the belly and ribs pulled in. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the floor. Clasp with the other pinky on top. Inhale, lift up, Shavasana. Keep the back of your neck long. Belly lifted. Reach the tailbone toward the heels. So even here, lift the hip bones toward the navel. Inhale into up dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Plank pose on the inhale. Exhale to the floor. So you can stay again with Shavasana. So arms by your side, Shavasana, or reach back for your feet, pinky toe sides, lift up into Dhanurasana. Feet lift up and then use your leg muscles to press back. Heart forward, keep the belly lifted here and lower. Hands by the rib cage, inhaling up dog, exhale into downward facing dog. Back to plank on the inhale, exhale and lower. Either Shavasana again, arms by your sides, or Dhanurasana, reach for the feet, lift up, keep your belly pulled in strongly. Open the heart, and then we're going to roll off to the right side. It's super fun. Opens up the shoulder. If you can't get it this time, just push pause, play with it a little. Inhale back to center, get your balance. Exhale, roll to the left, turn your head toward the floor, looking up slightly. Keep pressing your feet back. The belly drawn in to protect your back. Come back to center and lift up. Steady breath. Keep the breath steady here and the belly lifted. Take a breath more and lower. Inhale, hands by rib cage, up dog. Exhale and downward facing dog. Come onto your knees and take a child's pose. Rest the head down. Slowing down a little bit. Back to steady breath. So if you are not covered in sweat yet, I would have a little concern because by this time I was pretty much covered in sweat. Make your way back into downward facing dog. Stretch back and lengthen. You look forward and step or hop to seated. Sit up nice and tall. Pull your toes back, drop your chin a little toward the chest, but keep lifting your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to extend. Keep reaching the crown of your head towards your feet. So you're instead of letting your head drop down, I'm going to lengthen it so that line of energy doesn't get cut off at the head. Steady breath. Again, breathe. Notice how your belly is feeling. That personal power center, the center for your self-esteem. Notice how you talk to yourself. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. Take the soles of your feet, open them up toward the ceiling for Bakasana. As you exhale, come forward with a nice flat back hinging from the hips. Instead of rounding the back, we'll start with a flat back, so continue to lengthen. So it's always good to check in how we talk to ourselves. If I say something that's not nice to myself, that's not okay. I wouldn't like it if anybody else talked to me that way, and I probably wouldn't talk to anyone else as meanly as I have talked to myself in the past. So it's good to check in with that. Inhale to come up. Extend your legs out. Toes and knees point to the ceiling. Bring your right arm on the inside of your, left arm on the inside of your left leg. Reach your right arm straight up and then extend over the left leg. So we want to try and keep the side of the body open. Instead of rolling forward, I'm actually going to roll back so my ribs come back. Bottom ribs forward, top ribs back. Take a couple breaths here, back to center on the inhale, and then bring your right arm on the inside of the right leg and lift up through your left arm and stretch again through the side of your body. If you can reach the foot, take it. Otherwise, just keep the left arm up so that you can keep that nice openness in the chest so that you don't roll yourself forward. Come back to your steady breathing. Keep the toes and knees pointing up toward the ceiling. If it hurts your ankles to be on the wood floor, then keep your feet right on your mats. Come on up on your inhale. And then take your feet together. Lie yourself down slowly, slowly. And then we'll take the arms to a T and drop your knees off to the left and look over your right shoulder. Good. Take a couple breaths here. And then come back to center, inhaling, and exhale. The knees to the right, looking left. Sorry about the squeaky door a moment ago. Oh, we should probably get some WD-40 for that. So breathing here, drop your shoulder blades. Allow yourself to just start to relax a little bit. Slow down the breath. Notice how your body is feeling now as opposed to the beginning of your practice. Notice the changes. Inhale, back to center. Draw your knees in, give them a little hug, and grab the pinky toe sides of your feet for happy baby. Drop your tailbone down toward the floor and lengthen out your spine. Nice long breaths. And then we'll make our way into Shavasana, our final resting pose. So let your feet flop open. Reach your tailbone to your heels. Bring your arms by your sides with your palms facing up. Drop your shoulder blades towards your waist. And then check and make sure you have no tension around your neck and your jaw. Let your teeth come apart. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. And now just breathe naturally. Quiet mind, quiet body. Shavasana. So while you're here resting just a little bit longer, coming back to the solar plexus, the third chakra, our personal power center, governing our self-esteem. It's important to pay attention to how we treat ourselves. And if you don't speak nicely to yourself, it's hard to feel good about yourself, and even it's sometimes hard to treat others nicely. So our quote today, start to move to reawaken your body. So our quote is from Henry Ford, who said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right." Bend your knees, roll off to one side. Pause a moment and then slowly make your way up and sit. Sitting up nice and tall here. Take your hands at your heart center. Take a moment acknowledging yourself, all the wonderful things that make you who you are. Hands to your forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. And hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. And I honor each of you. Thank you so much for your wonderful breath and practice. Namaste. So ladies, if you are interested in coming on a yoga retreat with me, February 19th through the 25th off the coast of Cancun, Mexico, please message me for more information. I will send it to you. It's going to be a wonderful trip. Thank you again for all your donations. You have no idea how much they help. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Tell a friend about free yoga. Namaste. Bye-bye.